Hi everybody and welcome to Conversation Corner, and today I welcome Sarah. Hi Sarah.
Hi Roy, how are you?
Very well, thank you. So just to let you know, Sarah has joined the team at Distinctive Homes and brings, well actually before I say anything, Sarah, tell us about you.
Well, I've got over 20 years estate agency experience.
Brilliant.
Lived in Tunbridge Wells for many years.
Good.
Had children at school in Tunbridge Wells for about 15 years.
So you know the area.
I do know the area. I love the area. Yeah, it's
Excellent.
a fantastic area.
Ingrained in it, so to speak.
Yes.
So your experience in the estate agency, give us a brief summary of it.
Yeah, over 20 years in agency, as I say, with everything. I started as a weekend assistant, so printing property details right from before anything like Rightmove, and working my way all the way through all the different jobs in, viewing, sales progression, all the way up to branch manager.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you've learnt the right way.
I have.
It
Yes.
sounds very much like the majority of the team that we have at Distinctive, and I kind of followed a very similar career path. So yeah,
Yes,
that's
indeed,
good.
yeah.
So you learnt the correct way to sell a house
Yes.
and how to look after people. So Sarah, tell everybody what made you choose Distinctive Homes rather than going back into what you've experienced before. And to be honest, you could probably do it with your eyes closed, the traditional high street model. Why Distinctive Homes?
What I particularly liked about Distinctive Homes, Roy, was being self-employed.
Yeah.
What you were saying before about having going about things the right way, and doing things properly, being able to give that personal service to clients.
That's a big thing, isn't it? It's attention to detail, I think.
Yes, and communicating and not being compromised in any way.
Good.
And particularly Distinctive Homes are moving in the right direction in terms of social media, in terms of marketing that they can offer their clients. I think they have something that's way above what's being offered elsewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I think that you're right there, and I know we've already spoken before.
Yeah.
And when I originally met with Sarah, I think you were particularly impressed with the marketing side of things.
Very
and I
much
think
so.
when we were talking about looking at agencies that are still out there, and there's some brilliant agents out there, I'm not going to knock them, but they've not really changed in that last 20 years.
30?
I mean, let's be honest, a lot of people got excited when they delivered floor plans or started doing floor plans all those years ago.
Yeah.
We changed from 35mm photographs to digital photographs.
Yeah.
And look at what we're adding now. Video, presentation, drone, 3D virtual tours. And a frightening word that we get picked up on, I suppose as a negative from the competition, and Sarah already mentioned this, social media. Why do you think it's so important for agents to grasp the use of social media rather than ignore it?
Because whether you like it or loathe it, that is where people's attention is drawn.
Yeah.
What do 80% of people do in the evenings?
Scroll.
They sit and scroll.
Scroll through, yeah.
What's one of their favourite websites? Rightmove.
Rightmove or Facebook. I mean, we were chatting in the car
Yeah.
just now because we went out to a new build site down in Lid, which is super exciting. Cold, but super exciting. And we think we've sold the last unit there, so fingers crossed on that one. But we were talking about this whole kind of, I suppose, really the subliminal marketing. So when we're scrolling through, as you're saying, and you've been talking to somebody about a subject during the day, could be like, I don't know, you're going to go and buy a Land Rover or something.
Yeah.
What pops up on your phone later in the evening?
Land Rover.
Adverts for Land Rover, doesn't it? But that's where I think, and you, I can't wait to sort of introduce you to Emily properly, but that's where Emily's skills come in, because we're estate agents, aren't we? We're born and bred, we know the basics.
Yeah.
But would you know how to create a proper Facebook marketing campaign and a retargeting campaign?
Not without asking my teenage
No,
children.
yeah, exactly. And I wouldn't have a clue either. So I think from my point, as we were saying, it is a lot of agents that aren't embracing the modern technologies because they just don't know how to. And that's fine.
No.
We've all got to learn. Again, coming back to the point, do you remember before floor plans and then suddenly introducing floor plans, it was just like, this is modern technology. So Sarah is going to be out and about in Tunbridge Wells.
Look out for me.
Yeah, very, very motivated. I have to say that. I'm not just saying that because you're sat here, but I'm being brutally honest with you. You really are. I think
I love this job.
Brilliant.
I love selling houses.
So if somebody wants to ring you,
Yes.
We've got the 0330 number, which is our mainline number.
Yes, indeed.
But if they want to reach you personally, how can they get hold of you? What's your number?
07789 777 809.
Or you can reach her, Sarah Maltby at distinctivehomes.co.uk, and I cannot wait to see how this grows, literally over the coming weeks.
I'm really excited.
Brilliant. Thanks very much indeed.
Thank you.